Yep. Okay, great. So let's make sure everyone on YouTube, guys on YouTube, do you have a sound and an image now? Everything is fine. It should be all right. So we are ready to start. Yep. Hello. Vladimir, Cherry, Rumen, Roland, Larry. All good now? Yes, perfect, perfect. So as usual, guys, we go through our risk warning to make sure everyone understands that this content is for general information only and is not intended to provide trading or investment advice or any personal recommendation. As usual, the weekly fundamental analysis in the format of podcast, please make sure you engage yourself and you listen to that. And of course, our mobile application, you can access it through the App Store and download it, or the Google Play. And let's check the calendar now. The economic calendar for today, we're going to have this. We're going to have this event here, GDP growth rate in the US at 1:30 local time, broker time. Expectation is to see a drop in the number by 0.6%. That can definitely affect the US dollar. And when the number drops, of course, it affected negatively. In regards to premium analytics, we do have few news for today. Let's start. Microsoft Activision decision shows the companies face security reform regulators. China's he makes first call to Ukraine's Zelensky since Russian invasion. Chip maker Stellantis to offer buyouts to hourly salaried workers. Artian, Blackstone, and Apollo are top buyers of $5 billion private equity portfolio. And Facebook parent Meta platform sees first sales increase in nearly a year. Alrighty. Well, let's move on and let's check the MetaTrader platform. So guys, for now, are you currently in any trades? Did you start trading already this morning? Anything from yesterday, maybe? Just use the chat box and let me know. In the meantime, we have the pound US dollar within this area of consolidation. Excuse me for a second. Let me just bring guys, let me bring up something on the platform. Okay, so we are ready to continue. And someone says they Guys, can you see the MetaTrader platform? Some people say they can't see the MT5. I don't know why it's this today. Does everyone can see the MetaTrader? Yes, I can see. Okay. What about the guys from the YouTube guys? Can you see the MetaTrader? I see it. Yes. All right. Cherry, yes. Okay, let's move on. So with the pound and the US dollar, we do expect to see some more of consolidation here until we're going to finally see the breakout either to the upside or to the downside. For now, the market is just moving sideways. Next one, Euro US dollar. The market tried to put a bullish engulfing here. It didn't manage to do that so very well. It's what we call a piercing pattern. It's a dual candlestick pattern that it gaps lower on the open and then it closed beyond the half of the midpoint of the previous candle, the red candle. It has bullish implication when it founds on support. Now the market, it's not exactly on support. The market is sorry, not on support. When it founds after a downtrend, the market, it's in an uptrend. So we don't take this as a valid signal piercing. However, it has bullish implication because we see the buyers are aggressive and they rescue the prices from this bottom here. So still bullish on this one. The Australian dollar against the US dollar really is trying to come and retest this area of support. So it's still bearish due to the extreme weakness of the Australian dollar and not due to the strength of the US dollar. Kiwi US dollar, the market made lower highs and lower lows. We are still bearish on this one too. Today, earlier this morning, we had this bullish engulfing formation so far. It didn't, however, it didn't complete it yet. USD JPY, I'm looking for some longs here, and I will show you as well how do I place pending orders in the market. Some people, they left a feedback, and before I used to do it a lot. Now due to the intense speed of the jobs, I don't do it on the live session. So when I want to get into the upside, let's say the market at this point here, why is this one? Okay, so let's say we use our FIB tool. The market is in an area we want to buy. Actually, that's not a good example because it's not in an area I want to buy, so I'm not going to place an order. But I'm still bullish on this one, really. For our chart, we have a nice area of a nice bullish hammer, and this can trigger more to the upside. If some people believe that this is an appropriate area to buy, they can just use some buying stop orders. US dollar against the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar is so weak, even the US dollar, that it is a bit weak at the moment. It's just surpassing the ceiling here and push higher. I'll be looking for some retracement and then most likely to the upside. The euro against the Japanese yen. That's a 4-hour chart. I had a sell limit order here with a stop loss above there. I got triggered at this yesterday, and because that was the 61.8 fib retracement, we'll see how the market is gonna react to that one. Pound, JPY, now it's a kind of mix in a very short. If we're trying to make this as a trend line, we do have this high now. We can wait for the market to come to an area of 50% or 61.8%, and then we can look for more bullish activity. But for now, it looks like it's pausing. Australian dollar, JPY. Australian dollar really weak in general. I wouldn't be interested to do anything, neither with the QE. CHF and Japanese yen, that's very interesting rejection on the, sorry, that's the weekly chart. That's the daily chart. Very interesting rejection from this resistance. However, we are in an uptrend. We don't know if the market is going to push lower or break to the upside. What we know, though, is that we came from this resistance. And once we come from this resistance, the market, it's just retracing. If this retracement will end up being, I will show you, if this retracement here end up being a reversal, nobody knows that in advance. The only thing we know in advance is that this is a retraced from this resistance. Canadian dollar, JPY, of course, it's selling off. The support, it's down here. And I mean, it's selling even the drawings today. What's wrong with the drawings tool here? Okay. Really something weird with my charts today. There it is. There is a support here found at this area. It's at 96.97 Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. The market can move lower as well. Although in a long term, if we see this per few weeks or if we see it per a month, it's a bit of ranging here rather than any clear trend. The fact that we see just a higher high here without any higher low and any valid trend line, it doesn't make this as a trending market. Purely as technical analysis, this trend line here, very steep. So euro against the Canadian dollar, we touched this resistance yesterday. 4-hour chart didn't give us any signal of retracement, but we see a very interesting bearish engulfing and at the same time shooting star candlestick. Therefore, we do expect to see some push to the downside from this point. Euro CHF, bullish engulfing, but again, bullish engulfing where? Nowhere. It's in the middle of no man's land here. Euro pound, nothing to do, very mixed as you can see. Looks like that we had a good range here, but the move stopped. It's just drifting sideways, not interested. Nice break to the upside, pound Australian dollar. We are still bullish. We look for these nice retracements and to hopefully get involved to the upside, continue buying. Euro CAD, same, market made higher highs. Any retracement back to the support, we're going to look to buy. Pound CHF, although it's a nice trending, it ended up develop a trend here. Any rejections somewhere there, we can think of some selling activity. Pound Kiwi still long. The fact that we see bearish candle doesn't mean we're going to start selling. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Sorry, I don't see the chat boxes all the time when I do market analysis. Hello, gold should be considered. Yes, Ernest, we're going to have a look now. WTI, let's put it here. So, CAD CHF, we are in this very strong downtrend, and we're going to look to keep selling on the bounces from this rally. Same with the Swiss and the New Zealand, Australian dollar CHF. We bounce from the support, so we do expect to see some retracement. Gold, interesting. I'm still expecting to see some head and shoulders pattern, because that's the only pattern it's identifiable here, nothing else. But for now, I'm not buying, I'm not selling, because the market is not in a trend. WTI, finally, I close all my positions here. We filled up successfully this gap. The market now, it's at the $74. And let's see if it's going to push lower. If we're going to use our FIB tool, that today is not responding. So it's not responding. We're not going to use it anyway. So if we use the tool, the FIB tool, what is here? There's 64, here's 82. We are about in the 50% of this move. So the market can find some support around here. Kuber, we have a nice support at this area. And we see if any reversal candlestick pattern appear from this support. Bitcoin, yesterday, we had this long leg doji candle. The market, we don't know if it's going to push to the upside or if it's going to fall. These reversal divergence, these negative divergence are super strong, and it's in an it appeared in an overbought condition on the RSI. Also, the histogram and the signal line of the MACD, they both put bearish divergences. Let's check the silver very quickly, and we move to the indices. Silver. Silver on the daily chart. We do have this higher highs, higher low move in this uptrend. However, what can I see? It could be, it could be a potential head and shoulders here, but the market make a decline line pointing downwards instead of pointing upwards. Therefore, that's not a head and shoulder valid development of the pattern. It's something we don't know, we don't recognize. Now, we see a lot of rejections here at the 21 moving average. Very shallow retracement. It looks like the market wants to push higher. So if it's going to keep doing higher highs, then definitely we're going to look for some bullish activity. Next, time for the indices. You ask for, yes, for the, I think that's the one you asked, for the stock X. Yep. So DAX 40. We are at this support, intraday support. FTSE made lower highs and lower lows. Dow Jones, the same. So it looks like it's moving downwards. It break below the moving averages. Nasdaq, though, many earnings yesterday, important companies, important big in terms of revenue companies, they reported interest rates. So Nasdaq didn't sold off like the S&P and like the Dow Jones. So for the indices, we are moving we do have this. That's the weekly chart, though. There is no anything to identify on the weekly. On the daily chart, the market, it's in an uptrend with higher highs and higher lows. So if we're going to find some support here, we most likely going to look to buy and continue the bullish activity. DAX 40, let's go to the 5-minute chart. This one here. I'll put a buy stop order here. Stop loss, it's going to be below this low point exactly. And then a sell limit order. Sorry, a sell stop, not sell limit order. Down there, waiting for the market to come and take one or the other, just for the London breakout this morning. Remember, traders, all stop losses, they are going to the opposite side. Like if we're gonna get filled into this buying here, we're gonna have a stop loss below this low here. If we're gonna get filled at this entry here, then our stop loss should be placed above this area. Less than 1 minute for the London Open. Let's see what the market it's gonna do. In the meantime, I'm checking about the WTI to see maybe we have some. No, that's very sideways. 5-minute chart on the gold. Not that much there. So we have about 5 seconds for the London Open. Let's see if we're gonna experience a nice solid breakout this morning. Can you go to the white screen? There is very difficult to see. Guys, I have a request. Some people, they prefer the white screen. Please let me know if the black screen or white screen is, because on my trading, personally, I use black screen, and that's why I just put the black screen, just to be consistent. But if you can't keep up with the black screen, then I'm happy to change it. I'm okay. So first neutral answer. Guys, let me show you something here. Tonight, it's going to be exactly in less than 8 hours. It's going to be the interview. I will interview the Richard Friesen. All right. He's a best-selling and author of books about, first he has the Mind Muscles website that he coached traders and investors. He's been, if I remember correct, more than 30 years he's involved in the markets, and it's a no-brainer. We're going to go for 1 hour and 5-10 minutes. I already spoke with him a couple of times, and only from what he said that he will go through tonight, I'm trading for almost 11 years now, and I'm even so much excited to listen to him, to what he has to say. I shared the link. Please make sure you register, and really I will look forward to see you tonight on the webinar. Let's go back to the MetaTrader. So we got triggered on the sell stop order. I will cancel the buy stop and expecting for some 10 points. Although to make the 10 points here, we need to penetrate beyond this low, and we just make them now successfully, and it's moving on. I will call it for today close. So we make about 15-16 points. That will be that will get Rumen 10 point. Thanks, Theo. You are very welcome. Yeah, that's what I like, when I see you successfully closing positions. All right, I think that was a good day as well. Okay, traders, guys, thank you so much for your participation. Thank you so much for your support. I really look forward to see you tonight with the interview of Richard Friesen. Okay, in the meantime, I wish to everyone to have happy trading. And my God, the DAX is melting. Where it's going to go? Where do you want to go? 28 pips, 27 pips since our entry, and it's still moving. That's interesting. Nice. Okay, guys, one more time. Thank you so much, and see you tonight. Bye, everyone.